Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Your Stupid Opinions.
Hey,
thank you so much for joining us. My name is James Pietragallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Whisman.
We are excited today for more people's bullshit. We can't wait to hear. I don't know what's funnier, the non-legitimate complaints or the legitimate complaints. That's the thing that gets to me. I'm not sure which one is funnier, but I haven't.
I still enjoy the review from Zang's.
That Zang's one was wonderful, and if you missed last week, you definitely want to hear about the accommodator. And one particular man's he really is going to lay it on the line and tell you all about his wife and what goes on internally there.
He's got confessions to make
in their relationship, and you're going to want to know about that. But we're going to start this week with something a little bit different too, because we're going to switch it up all the time here. Yeah. You know, some of these things we do are like, some rest stop somewhere or a 7-Eleven in kind of a sketchy neighborhood. So I'm like, let's do a luxury corner here. Let's figure out some places that normally would be considered very highly rated that you'd think about, just in name recognition. But obviously not everyone's experience is going to be the same. One size does not fit all. So let's talk about a place where you'd think would be above reproach, the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City.
Oh, so nice. It was in fucking Home Alone.
You would expect this to be, wasn't that the Plaza?
It was the Plaza.
It was the Plaza.
What was the Waldorf Astoria in New York?
It's been another side.
Who stayed there?
A lot of people, I assume. Somebody, but not Kevin McAllister. So,
okay. You're right.
The Waldorf, and I'll read the About section of it here from Google. It's a luxury hotel in Manhattan. Yeah. The hotel has been housed in 2 historic landmark buildings in New York City. The first, bearing the same name, was built in 2 stages as the Waldorf and the Astor Hotel, which accounts for its dual name. That's where that came from, the Astor family as well. That original site was situated on the Astor family properties along Fifth Avenue, opened in 1893. And when this opened, I mean, it was like the place to be. Yeah. Famous people lived in there. They had apartments that they lived in and stuff. So this is a hot shit historic hotel where it's supposed to be above reproach. So let's find out. They have
maintained quality in that place for 200 years?
Yeah, 130 years of quality.
Unbelievable.
Well, quality to some people. Let's find out. Let's see. Some people had a good experience. Here's 5 stars from Simon. Let's find out what Simon had to say. Quote, best place to stay. Great. Lovely staff and lots of places close by. I would hope so. You're in Manhattan, so everything's pretty close by.
It's literally right there.
No more than a couple miles anyway, I'll tell you that much. The location is great. I genuinely thought it was a 5-star hotel and was surprised it's only rated 4 stars on hotel portals. Definitely punched above its weight.
Oh, okay.
So because I've never even heard of hotel portals. I don't know what that is.
That may be a foreign app or something.
He's basing everything on that, though. I mean, if Hotel Portals said it was 4, never mind 130 years of reputation. What's Hotel Portals have to say about this? Highly recommended. Loved the iconic Waldorf salad. Oh, he came in, did the whole thing.
I didn't know that. Never heard about that.
They still have that there. Okay. So here's from Laura, again, 5 stars, perfect. My favorite hotel in NYC. Okay. I loved the location and the view from my room. The customer service was great and attentive. The rooms are comfortable, well-maintained, and clean. Okay.
That's the idea.
Not bad. Here is 3 stars, so it's getting worse here. Okay, here's James. All right. We treated ourselves to a couple nights here whilst on holiday from the UK with our 2-year-old son.
Yeah.
As soon as they said whilst, I was thinking the next thing's better be you're telling me you're from England or else I'm done with your review. If an American uses whilst in a non-sarcastic way, I'm out. I'm out of whatever conversation. If I was in a job interview, I'd get up and walk away if the guy used the word whilst and it wasn't kidding. Sorry, I don't need it that bad.
I need you to file whilst researching.
I need you to file whilst researching.
Well, why don't you jam this job right up your ass whilst I give you the finger?
Whilst. I am disappointed with your hand job.
Yeah.
Downstairs area is stunning. Bars and restaurants are every bit as glamorous as you'd expect them to be. Service was exceptional, as it is most places in the U.S., though not without the typical expectation, which is always a surprise for us travelers. And we wanted for nothing. So the place was great. The room, despite its ample size and grandeur, was a little bit of a letdown due to it looking so tired. It's 130 years old. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Give it some mouth-to-mouth, friend.
I understand the economics of renovating a hotel and that the loss of earnings make it largely prohibitive, but our room, which had a great view down Park Avenue, was in dire need of redecoration. Wallpaper had patches coming off, curtains were damaged a little bit, and the blinds were three different types due to various replacements over the years.
Sure.
Bathroom had condensation damage, which had obviously been painted over a number of times. Pro tip, this doesn't fix the problem. Now, while you're expecting a 5-star experience, so you're disappointed, we have talked about hotels where there is literally jizz on everything. So this is, from our normal...
This sounds like a pretty nice hotel.
We've stayed in hotels where there's jizz on everything. Remember the Vagabond? Holy hell.
God, Jesus.
Yeah. Us splitting an $89 room in Los Angeles, too. So that's a bad room. Very, very bad. Okay. We asked for a microwave for our son's food, which came up rapidly to furnish our little kitchen, which was a welcome surprise. Also,
you got a kitchen?
Yeah, it's like a little like a suite they probably got here. They said it had grandeur, the room. It must be like a suite. We asked for a microwave. There we go. Also requested some milk for him, which came up in a little pitcher and cost me $40. Wow. Holy shit.
$40 for a pitcher of milk?
For $40, they better bring the cow up in the hallway, milk it in front of you, and then homogenize it right there and pasteurize it and do all of that and then put it right in the glass, all in like a minute. Like when they make a Caesar salad at your table, that's $40 milk.
Like when they make the guac at a Mexican restaurant.
They knock on your door, you open it, and they're like, "This is Bessie," and they just put a stool down and start going. That would be the only way that would be. Most expensive milk I've ever bought, possibly the most expensive liquid.
That's got to be the most expensive milk on earth. It's at the Waldorf Astoria.
Never bought PCP, have you, sir? So, all right. All in all, it was a holiday, and the cost was insignificant in comparison with the memories we'll take home, and you don't go to the Waldorf on a budget.
Yeah.
So, okay.
If you're looking for normal priced milk.
That's fucking great. So they responded to him.
Oh.
There's a response here.
Oh, this should be good.
Thank you for choosing the Waldorf Astoria as your host for your holiday visit to New York City. I was happy to learn from your feedback that you found your upgraded room category spacious enough and charming, as well as the view from your room enchanting. So he's gonna gloss over some stuff.
You got that room extra, you son of a bitch.
Get that? We upgraded you. We anticipate those shortcomings which you gracefully highlighted to be addressed in the not-so-distant future, and I hope we have the pleasure of welcoming you back to share the results of our improvement firsthand. So they said they did renovate since then.
We got a drywall guy. Thank you for pointing it out.
So you'd imagine that was a few years ago, that review. Yeah. So you'd imagine they renovated it. Now it's perfect, right?
We got all words of affirmation now. Yeah.
Should be perfect. Well, let's find out. This is from these are from this year, okay? 1 star. Worst place I've ever stayed.
The milk.
Worst. You ever order that? I ordered 2 milks. I had to sell my car. The room was a joke with paint coming off the wall.
Okay, still, yeah.
Well, if it was a joke, then at least it's funny, and then you got something, so you shouldn't complain. Room looked like something in the 1950, not in the 1950s, just in the 1950, and was tiny. Ruined our honeymoon that we left after one night. Okay.
The paint coming off the wall was so bad that
you couldn't fuck your wife? Give me a break here. Come on, Terrence. The guy's name is Terrence. Terrence.
Get it together, Terrence.
You should be worrying less about the size of the room and the paint coming. You should be knocking paint off the walls, Terrence. Get the fuck in there. What's wrong with you? No, baby,
I don't regret this at all. That's not why I can't get hard. Look at the paint.
Look at the paint.
How's a man supposed to get aroused in here?
How's a man supposed to perform under these conditions? Quickly, order me a pitcher of milk. I can't take this. It's the only thing that can make this better.
$40? Now I'll never get hard again.
Oh, God, Jesus. My dick's going to be limp forever now.
I want an annulment.
Never mind. Yeah, that's what it says. And then we've recently divorced. Sorry, Terrence. He didn't divorce, but that marriage is on shaky ground from the start here. I don't think the Waldorf ruined it. Okay, here's Damon, 1 star. This is funny. I don't get it. Is his first line.
This is a good start.
I don't get it. Yeah, I like when people jump in the middle, though. He didn't say, like, I decided this weekend that I'd go here. I looked at other hotels in the area. He didn't give you this big, I like that. Just, I don't get it. Start at the 3rd paragraph. Don't bury the lead. Why would anyone pay this much money to stay in a hotel where you'll be only spending very little time in the hotel since you'll be out and about?
Okay.
What you've just encountered, sir, is the hotel spending paradox that every human being comes to when they think about a hotel. Well, how much time will I spend in there? If you go to Vegas, you don't care because you're barely in there.
Welcome to traveling, bud.
That's called traveling. And then you balance those two things of I'll be in the room, I don't need that. Well, that's more money. It's all this little balance. It's called budgeting money that adults do. Really, it's with every purchase.
Yeah, where you put up with minor inconveniences to get the reward of what you really want out of this product.
The thing. Yep, I can afford that house if I don't have this car, and I could.
Right.
You decide your values, what's important to you, and spend your money accordingly. Damon, we're going to have a talk. Let's sit you down with a financial advisor and explain how money works. You can exchange it for goods and services.
And I'm going to need you to download the Choice Hotels app and find the Econo Lodge nearest to you.
Yeah, and then you can say, I'm glad I'm not spending much time
I paid
in this
$59
room.
for this. I deserve this.
Wow. Basically paying $2K to $10K to sleep in a bed for like 7 hours. How long are you staying there?
$10K?
Room,
how fucking...
The rooms are not $2,000 to $10,000, by the way.
No way.
So they're not. And 10,000. I mean, maybe if there's a presidential suite on a Saturday night, whatever, that might be $10,000.
New Year's Eve.
Or if some award show is down the road or something, it might be. But outside of that, I don't see it being $10,000 to sleep in a bed for like 7 hours. Well, you're allowed to stay there as long as you like. You can sit in the room all the time. They don't tell you get the fuck out and come back when you're tired. So you're blaming your schedule on the hotel, which they can't help. They're making
no matter where you stay, it's not changing that.
You don't go up to the desk and go, well, I'd like to stay here tonight. I'll only be in the bed for like 7 hours, though. Can we make a deal? Because I won't be using it,
Actually, there's a city ordinance. We can't charge by the hour anymore due to prostitutes.
Yeah, due to, you can rent it to prostitutes. I don't mind while I'm gone. It's fine. Tell them to pick up
some of the money. Sublet it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get something. Just, I'll take 10% just to wet my beak. You know what I mean? What a waste of money. It's crazy that people would spend this much money for a hotel. Why'd you come here? It's not like
came to New York City looking for a deal?
Well, he acted like he fucking walked in, ordered a room with no prices listed, stayed there, had a good time, and then walked down to the desk, and he's like, what's the damage? And they were like, $86,000. And he was like, what the fuck? I didn't expect that.
Their rates are not like, they don't do hotels like fucking Halibut. There's no market value.
That's what I mean. It's ridiculous. Like this, there are cheaper hotels.
It's New York City. Yes,
there's hotels you can get really shitty hotels for very cheap, all the way up to $10,000 a night. That's how the city works. This guy chose the wrong one clearly and didn't understand what he was doing.
He did say, "I don't get it."
I don't get it. I don't get how economics works, how to manage money. How goods and services work. How does the service-based economy work? I don't get how. Did this guy come from like a village somewhere where they just traded tree bark back and forth for like what do you?
It's New York. It's possible.
He came from like a village like deep in like Slovenia or some shit. I don't know. Like,
a lot of people do start their very first city is New York because that's where they landed.
She came from like atop a mountain, he came from atop a mountain in Belgium or some shit, and he's never. I don't know.
Experienced
where they just trade pastries back and forth for. Okay, he goes on. Hell, Even paying $100 for a room is too much money.
Well, okay. There's your answer now.
There's your answer.
We got it.
There's your answer. Enjoy bed bugs, sir. Yeah. That's what you're saying.
Go sleep on the sidewalk. Figure it out from here. You don't need to. You chose How did you land on the Waldorf Astoria?
That's what I mean. Have you never heard of the Waldorf? And wait, isn't that place expensive? There's also a Super 8 and a Motel 6 and all these different. Yeah. If it has a number in it, you're probably in good shape. Go there. Go there, sir. Wow, I'm not rich, but even if I did have a ton of money, I would never, ever spend this kind of money so lavishly. Okay, we're appreciative of your values, but this makes no difference. That's what the hotel costs. You don't have to stay there.
Now he's regressing into really wanting to eat the rich.
He's just got a whole other plan, which is not the point of what you're doing here.
Right.
I would rather spend $70 for a motel and give the difference of $10,000 to a worthy cause, hungry people or homeless. Yeah, that's nice and great, and you should do that, sir. I tell you, no one's stopping you from doing that.
I am crediting the Waldorf Astoria with becoming the most amazing institution for forcing people into philanthropy.
That's good.
It's beautiful.
They figured it out. Well, I don't even know what the hell this person...
I don't get it.
That's great. I do have one tip for you, Damon. I would be shut the fuck up, probably, because you sound very dumb when you talk. Let's just say that. I mean, yes, charity's great, but you're also... okay. Don't blame the Waldorf.
You should have held the delete button for a very long time after you finished all of this.
Oh, shit. Okay, this one here... This is from 6 years ago, the same era as the other guys. So let's find out. Yeah. 1 star from MF. So that's good. Okay.
Motherfucker.
We stayed at the hotel before in the towers. The suite was big and roomy but dated. The hotel's location and staff are its only vice. Are its only vice?
I guess they mean drawback, but they don't know what vice means.
I think, because location. I think they're saying that those are good, because you can't say the location of the Waldorf is not good. It's the perfect location in New York City, so that's why it's there.
Yeah, it's not leaving it. So there's a vice. It's staying there.
The staff probably kiss your ass. I think they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I came back a few days later to be checked into a room that smelled like cheeseburgers, and like a barbecue was still going on.
Oh, that
was there a barbecue in a Waldorf Astoria room? That would be weird.
It sounds great.
I honestly cannot describe how stinky the room was. Yeah, I don't mind if it smells like barbecue sauce and cheeseburgers in there.
Holy shit! Is this extra?
I'm pretty happy, and you're going to make more money on room service off me too, because I will be ordering cheeseburgers. Yeah. It was past midnight when we checked in, so we stayed. Otherwise, I would not stay, even if I had a gun to my head.
The hyperbole that these people are expressing.
I will blow my brains out before smelling cheeseburger.
Not a fan.
Wow. Here's one. 1 out of 5. Never been there, which means it's probably a waste of money. Because you're the arbiter of all that is good and worth the money. Philosophy BA. That's their screen handle. Wow. I don't even know what. Wow, that is this is something else. Okay, so we've stayed at the Waldorf.
Oh, they have some. That must be the bitchiest clientele that I've ever heard at a business.
I feel like it's a lot of people from places that are less expensive than Manhattan, which is like most places on Earth. You know what I mean? So that's understandable. And they get there and they're like, I have sticker shock probably of what the fuck. But that's one of the nicest hotels in the city. That's what you get. I mean, it's the fucking Waldorf. It's like it's like a cliche. Like, what do you think this is, the Waldorf? You know, like.
And you're staying there for the history of New York City of 2 hotels that merged and married together. And it's dated because that's called It's historic. It's amazing.
It's crazy. So now we're low on money. We've blown $10,000 on a hotel room. We're very low. We get back home to Beaumont, Texas.
Oh, boy.
And we need a new car, but we can't afford one, so we have to go get a used car.
Oh, shit.
So let's go to Jerry Allen Motors in Beaumont, Texas, and find out what they're all about, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, like we say, we like to be fair. Got to start out with a 5-star. See what someone's had a good experience. It's not all bad. Okay. Here's from Jessica. 5 stars. Okay. OMG.
Oh.
He has some awesome cars with awesome deals.
Okay.
This person, Jerry's also got some sick abs. They're hot. He's hot.
Or Jerry's daughter, Jessica, decided to give Dad a review.
Or Jerry gave his daughter's friend, Jessica, a good deal on a car. Yeah. Just got my car today from him. In a couple years, I'll be back to buy our daughter a car from him.
Oh.
I think she's hot for Jerry.
I think so, too.
Here's Kenneth. He's also a 5-star guy.
Yeah.
When I bought my car, the staff was very nice, and Mr. Allen helped us out when we were a little short on payment. He would wait until we could get a full payment to him.
Wow.
What is this guy?
What? How does he have so much money?
Also, I picture him with like a little book, like an old-timey guy, like, hold on a minute here, I'll scratch this off and say Tuesday.
Yeah.
Is this not run by computers? What the hell is going on here? I'm in the process of trying to buy another vehicle from him, and the gentleman I spoke to was very nice and courteous, and my experience with Mr. Reyes has been nothing but great. Hoping to get the vehicle that I was looking for. Yeah. Terrific. Okay, Jennifer hasn't had quite the same experience here. She gives 1 star and is not happy. And also, hers has 4 thumbs up as well. People
agree. Yeah.
People agree with her. The last person, Kenneth, there, who said what a great guy he is and lets you pay on time and shit, he only had 2 thumbs up. So let's see here. All right. Bought a car from him 2 weeks ago, took in for a look over, and found out there is oil in the coolant.
Oh,
Exclamation point. That doesn't seem good. Those don't mix, right?
I
don't think you just got to mix a little oil in with your Prestone. That's how it works.
Bad injectors or a fucking head gasket or something. Somehow that shit's mixing, and that's not good. Yeah,
fluid shouldn't be mixing. I don't think that's bad. He did this to a 17-year-old.
Oh, he did,
bastard. Well, that's a lesson you just learned at 17. It took.
It's a good lesson.
It took Damon a long time with that hotel room to learn it. I feel like he's an adult, so good for you, Jennifer. All the cars on the lot have something wrong with them that he doesn't fix until you're approved for the loan.
Okay. Oh, so they just sit there shitty. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he'll be like, I'll make that thing start now.
Now that we've gotten the money out of them and we can can figure out what we made over it, then we'll fix it.
Now let's take a listen to that engine purr. All right. His website inventory is a joke. A joke, man. Yeah. That's from me, joke, man. Yeah. But yeah, when asked about a vehicle on the website, they say, well, that's not accurate because cars get stolen from here. What? Huh? There's so many cars stolen that they don't have half their website inventory.
Your website inventory is off because you had cars stolen.
We took pictures. We put everything up on a daily basis. By the morning, half the cars are gone. So we have to take new. We never know what we have in inventory.
Calling about the Cadillac, the DeVille. Yeah, that one was stolen last night.
That one was stolen. How about the Lincoln? Also stolen. What about that Honda Civic? Damnedest thing about that one, stolen the night before.
You are not going to believe this.
Seems like it would be prudent for this guy to just post somebody out in the parking lot, pay him $12 an hour just to sit there all night. They could be shooting meth. It doesn't matter. Just keep an eye on the cars.
Maybe throw some chain link up around this place. Hey. It feels like it's in a bad neighborhood.
It sounds like it. Yeah, just half the cars are being stolen. We'll never go here again or recommend. Well, I would assume not if you have oil in your coolant. Yeah. Here's another one here. 1 star. Oh, boy, this is fun. Mr. Jerry is a liar.
Mr. Jerry.
Mr. Jerry. That's what I'm saying. Mr. Jerry. That's funny. It sounds like a housekeeper came and bought the car. Like the housekeeper from Family Guy.
Mr. Jerry is a liar.
Mr. Jerry? Yeah, from Consuelo from Family Guy. Mr. Jerry is a liar. His cars are no good. All he wants is money.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
This person so much.
I love her, and I want to give her a big hug here.
She learned a lesson too in buy here, pay here, shitty car dealerships.
No shit, no recourse is what that means, and you can't go to a bank because he is the bank.
Right. All he want is money.
All he want is money. I think that should be on his sign. Jerry's Auto. All he want is money. By the way, half our cars have been stolen in the night.
All I want is money and all my cars back that have been stolen.
Money and a chain link fence is what I'm looking for. He has a mechanic that acts like he's fixing your car, but is not. So he just got a guy. I just see him like doing phantom wrench movements in there. Comes out greasier. Well, it's all fixed up now.
He just bends over the car with half his ass out and then goes, it's all done.
Gets on the little thing, goes under it. You just hear like ratcheting noises, and then he comes out. Well, that's that.
Takes a little grease on his left hand and rubs it on his forehead.
Yeah.
Before he comes out to look like he's busy.
That there was a toughie. Got her fixed
all tight now.
Got her purring like a kitty, though, now. Humming like a top. Wow. Let's see here. Bought a truck from him. Was only able to drive it for a month and a half before it stopped working.
Oh, no.
That's not great for a car. Then Mr. Jerry said, if I put it in the shop he used, I would pay the price he would pay for the parts. So I'll give you the parts at cost, is what he said. Right. Took my truck to the shop. When the shop called, Mr. Jerry went back on his word.
Oh, he's not helping.
Mr. Jerry, shame. Shame, Jerry. That's not nice. I don't like that. Very unprofessional. Cars online is not the same on the lot.
Yeah,
again,
no, they've been stolen.
Thievery, rampant. Please find somewhere else to get a car from. Jesus, that's interesting. Let's find out if Roderick had a better time.
Okay.
Roderick, 1 star. Sorry, no, Roderick had a tough time as well. I wouldn't buy anything from this guy. He has a very bad attitude.
That's it?
Well, no, there's more.
All right.
But, by the way, I can't understand reviewing a place that you haven't done commerce with.
Yeah, he's saying I would never buy anything
I
here?
would never. It seems like he went in to look at a car based on this. We'll see. Okay. And how do you tell a person not to open the sunroof until they have bought the car?
Oh, because it doesn't work, man.
Because it doesn't work. Or if it works, he's like,
make some clicking. Yeah.
It's precarious if it works at best, and he doesn't want you to break it.
If you open it, it may not close again. We just got it closed.
I bought the car, and you don't know anything about the inside of the car. You just worry about the motor and transmission, but you can't worry about that too much because the left side of the engine was covered in oil.
Oh, okay.
1 star. Yeah. You don't touch the sunroof. You're not allowed to go inside the car. Don't worry about all that oil. I say I'm walking away.
Don't buy
here.
that car. Yeah.
Mr. Jerry, I'm disappointed. Okay. Here we go. 1 star again for Mr. Jerry. Mm-hmm. Do not go here. 3 exclamation points, all capital letters. After a year of paying on my 10-year-old car, I found out that it actually cost more than what Patrick Johnson had initially told me it costed. Well, how fucking Pat?
You don't know how fucking APR works, man?
Come on, Patty J. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think interest might have been After taking a closer look at my contract, it costed twice as much. Yeah, interest. I called the office for some help, and Patrick himself told me it had nothing to do with him and that I had to handle it with the finance company, even though he was the one that dishonestly sold the car. Okay. Don't go here. They will scam hardworking people out of their money.
Yeah.
My goodness.
When you go to a car dealership, don't answer what payment would you like to be at. Just answer, I don't want to pay more than this for that car. Fuck my payment.
Yeah, that's what the problem people make is the payment. Well, what payment? Right. Well, we'll stretch it out to 10 years and get you your fucking payment you want, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to pay $80,000 for a 6-year-old Zion fucking boxcar. So here is 1 star again from Jeannie here. Mm-hmm. Bought a car from this dealer in December. No wonder they were easy to deal with. The car is always breaking down.
They were jacked to get it off the lot.
Yeah. If you have shit inventory, they'll high-five you when you buy it. Hell yeah. Took it to a mechanic since it was overheating. We were told some parts were just super glued for temporary fix.
What?
Super glued.
What could you possibly super glue
on an engine?
In the coolant of a...
He's allegedly...
Super glued the fan blades on.
Allegedly... parts were super glued to an engine so it could, I guess, literally stay together as it goes down the block, and then wheels start falling off and shit because it's super glued. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. That is fucking wild.
Is Jerry the guy from from fucking Scrooge that staples antlers to mice. Like, this is crazy.
It seems like it. This is... Holy shit, man. All right, last one here. Super glued. I mean, well, maybe that's an anomaly. Here, we're giving one last try. Yeah. Jerry, you got one last chance to redeem yourself here. Richard, this is from Richard. 1 star from Richard. I just got a car Friday. Okay, so we bought a car from here.
Brand new, yeah.
I should have known something was up. That's not a good start.
There's a lot of whispering.
People were whispering. They were giggling when I would turn around. As I went to sign my name, they high-fived each other, which I thought was weird.
A lot of smell of super glue in the air.
Yeah, I got a little bit high, I got to be honest with you. I think I was tipsy from the glue. He said it was just the bearings, but it ended up being a lot more. I thought they were a more respectful business. I called to let him know that what he thought was a bearing ended up being the transmission. I assume. Yeah. That's a lot more. Mount and motor mounts.
Oh, God, shit.
It's more than bearings.
So much money.
They did not car that they lied to me. I don't know what that means. Care. There you go. He didn't tell me the engines have been worked on. Just poor communication because I would have bought another car. This was my first car to buy, and it was a bad mistake. Thanks, Juan.
Oh, Juan did it.
Apparently, Juan, so I don't know if Juan recommended to go there. Juan sold him the car. Not happy with Juan whatsoever. Okay, so we have our car.
Yeah.
It's all super glued together, and we're ready to go on the road here and do something.
Hurry up and get us somewhere before the tranny goes out.
That's why we have to. So let's head over to the soon-to-be demolished Tropicana Field in Tampa for a baseball game. Let's go see a game or a concert or whatever. It's the worst stadium in the history of the major leagues, and it's been around for over 25 years somehow, and they're finally getting plans to build a new one.
Really?
Finally, yeah.
The Devil Rays are getting a new one, huh?
Finally, yeah. It's a pile of shit, this place. It's a big dump.
And it's in a bad area.
It's in St. Petersburg, yeah. So, yes would be the answer to that. So, you got to start out with a 5-star. Some people have to like it. Here's great stadium, 5 stars.
Oh.
The stadium had excellent food options, and their team store had a great layout. The Rays petting area was a cool feature. I guess you can pet stingrays, probably.
Wow.
Yeah. You can view the Rays tank from above with a very nice view to the field. Atmosphere was great, and it was well air-conditioned. Parking was easy, and no wait to get in through the doors was a plus. Mm-hmm. They basically said it was a Costco with stingrays to pet.
Also, your team stinks. There's no line to get in.
Well, no, they've been good, scarily enough.
Have they? Lately?
Even when they're good, who the hell wants to go there is the problem.
It's still Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area.
Yeah.
It's not good.
So here's 1 star. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I like when they start out with that. Well, my wife and I have visited almost half the stadiums in the league, and this was by far the worst. Sadly, I can't say I was disappointed based off other people's reviews. Yeah, you can just look at this place and go, they play baseball in there? Ugh. Looks like we'd have like a tractor show or like a wedding expo or, some shit like a boat show or something.
Are there exposed steel I-beams? Is that
on the top? I think there is.
I feel like
you hit the beams and they're in play. And
I've been to the area. I know where the area is. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Ground rule doubles off the speakers and dumpy shit like that.
You can drive by and see the monstrosity that it is. It doesn't look great to be in either.
No. Well, he says right from the outside, from the garbage laying around the stadium to the lack of care by the ushers, not even attempting to break up a fight that started.
Wow.
At least they didn't bet on it. I mean, that's, if they were like, I got 5 on the ball guy, that's wrong, I think. But to just watch it. Yeah. A lot of times those ushers are like 77 years old, so I don't expect grandpa to come in here and start breaking up a fight. That's not their job. They have security for that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an age-appropriate person working at a ball field that could actually do anything to stop a fight.
No, ball fields are like movie theaters. Everyone that works there is 12 or 80. There's no in between.
And all they're to do is either grab balls that are out of play to get the next play going, or point and say, over there.
Yeah.
They're not there to do anything else.
You show them your ticket and they go that way.
Yeah.
That's their section.
Go there.
To the shattered bottles on the ground, this was exactly as expected. Inside, apparently, yeah. Also, the only way to the upper, it is Tampa. So, I mean, let's
start shitting glass there. These bastards are crazy.
Just sounds like Ybor City he just described to me. Except for the Roosters, I think it's Ybor City. Also, the only way to the upper deck was by elevator, so it took 20 minutes to get to your seat. Yeah. That's annoying.
Sorry about the ADA.
Well, the only way, though, there should be stairs, too.
There's no stairs?
Every other park, there's stairs or like a ramp or some shit.
There's got to be stairs due to fire code. Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah, you can't just have an elevator. Exactly.
Impossible.
If there's a fire, just jump down.
What a dipshit.
Gotta have stairs.
The only way. No, it's not, you moron.
No, it's not.
You just didn't look.
You didn't look, or you're too fucking drunk to find it or something.
Or you're too Tampa to find it.
Too Tampa to find it. The only positive is that there were free refills on the souvenir cup.
That's nice.
For sodas. Yeah, a lot of stadiums do that. So, wow. Okay, here's 1 star again. All right. The stadium wasn't bad. However, their new beer system where you scan your credit card, then grab a beer out of the cooler does not work.
Okay.
This mad about beer. There's a whole paragraph.
Technology sucks.
I was overcharged multiple times. You can't tell me how much it actually charges you until 3 days later when your bank clears. It just puts up a $25 hold on your credit card every time you walk in. I talked to the people standing next to the gates, and they said, oh, well, you can just complain to your credit card company if it's wrong. Your credit card company is not going to say it's fraud since you have no proof of receipt of how much you spent. I would recommend not using this and just going to a person to serve you beer.
That's not true either. You can definitely dispute anything on your credit card.
So that's one store and one thing in a giant stadium where fucking 18 guys played a full game. And there was food and cheering and your kid had and all this stuff, and that's all 1 star. See, that's one thing can't be that bad. That's bad. Okay, we'll do the last one for Tropicana here. Okay, 1 star. By far, it was the worst MLB experience I've ever had.
How many have they had?
I need to know.
They don't say.
But it seems like no matter how many, the review would explain it. The stadium makes you feel like you're in a rundown circus tent. Yes, that's what it looks like. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. There's definitely some fucking sad elephant performing in there. Absolutely. The food was nasty. I got a burger because I figured that was hard to mess up. But to my surprise, I was very wrong.
Well, it's not hard to fuck up. Ask James.
Super easy to fuck up. Yeah, very. Trust me. The burger was so dry. It was done to whatever level is beyond well done. Yeah, they were just making sure this is going to sit here for a while, so people need to be able to eat this and not get sick.
We have a fucking train of these on the griddle. I am cooking everything out of them until there's nothing alive.
You cook it to carbon, and then it can sit there, and it's nothing can grow in it anymore.
Cooking it to material that takes up space in your stomach. That's it. It's nothing else.
That's all it is. The Jumbotron is full of junk no one cares about. Okay, well, that's that's every stadium everywhere. Who fucking cares what's going on? The actual scoreboard is hidden. The worst part is the fans. The biggest mouths of any park I've been to, but weren't clever or witty. You've just described people.
You were looking for free entertainment from the public?
That heckler isn't as witty as I would have liked him to be.
That guy with a day job who happens to not be a comedian is not very funny.
Who's drunk and screaming at the left fielder doesn't have the level of material that I would expect from a major league ballpark. Wow.
I expect this from AAA, not from the
Not
MLB.
the majors. This is minor league behavior here. Then he goes on to say, shut up real quick when they went down by 5 runs.
Yeah,
like this person went to see the opposing team and hates the fans, which is a fine experience. The girl selling the 50-50 raffle was nice, though. Okay, well, that's positive. Mm-hmm. Tickets to Rays games are a great gift for anyone you hate.
Okay. That's witty.
That's fucking great. And basically, there's a million ones that are, this is a dump. Always check. A lot of people say check your receipts at the concession stands because they'll charge you for 3 churros when you only got 2 churros. I've seen that multiple times. That's a problem, apparently. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also the internet access is poor. The Wi-Fi, their Wi-Fi kind of sucks. Is another problem they have.
I don't want to besmirch an entire state. You know what? It's Florida. Florida has a big problem with people walking by your pocket with those fucking swiper things because your card can just be. You don't have to use the card. You can just like walk by and wave it on somebody's wallet, and if they have the touch free, they can just charge you for things. So that's fucking don't take a credit card, man. Bring cash.
All cash. We're going all cash, damn it. Not even cash. Go old school. Going traveler's checks. I brought traveler's checks. Anything else?
Bring Bitcoin and try to get change for that.
Bring gold bullion. It's harder to steal. It's heavy. Bring silver bars with you.
Keep your card in your chest pocket or something, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's Florida. It's wild out there.
You know what? One more review, because this is just short and sweet. 1 star from Brian. This place is a travesty to all of baseball.
Well, good for you. They're getting a new one.
It makes Miami look like a Hall of Fame park. Vomit in my lap.
Wait.
He's saying he wants to vomit in his lap. Yeah. I assume there'd be more to the review of that if he was actually vomited. So
that's the first sentence, I imagine.
Yeah, I've been vomited upon. This place is terrible. So let's do this now. We bought a car. We drove all the way here. We sat inside of it's a roof. It's an indoor stadium. It's got a roof on it. So we're going to be kind of pasty. We need a tan now.
Let's get some sun.
Let's get some sun. Let's go buy ourselves a nice tan. What do you say, Jimmy?
Spray tan.
Never mind any of this.
Yeah, the sunroof doesn't work in the car.
Bullshit.
We may as well,
Yeah, we were not allowed to open the sunroof. So let's head to Atlanta on our way out of Florida here with our hair on fire and stop by at Palm Beach Tan at 950 West Peachtree Street, which is every goddamn street in Atlanta, northwest here.
Palm Beach?
Palm Beach.
They're using a Florida name for something in Georgia.
Palm Beach Tan. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. What do we got here? Again, got to start with 5 stars.
Yeah.
Got to start with 5 stars. The store manager is amazing.
Oh.
Okay. She is kind, knowledgeable, walks you through the steps, suggests items to help your tan based on your skin tone.
Okay.
These are helpful things, I assume. I've never gone tanning, but that seems like what you'd want. Prices could be better. Well, you're getting service, and
you're getting a tan, and you're not tan. So
you're not tan, and
you're
it's winter.
Get one.
So I don't know what to tell you. Products should come with bag holders that are not cheap advertising for the store.
Oh,
okay. Apparently, you got to, I don't know, to hold your bag. I don't know. Especially when you pay $100 plus. $100 for a tan? Go the fuck outside.
Yeah, that's free.
It's 1,000 degrees outside in Atlanta. I bet you get tan if you walk outside.
Try summertime and just sit on a roof.
Everybody's a little pasty in the winter.
That's life.
Or go on a vacation to somewhere warm and get tan. But $100 to go in and have
lay down.
That's weird. It's always clean. One thing is the staff needs to exemplify how the store manager is when she is not in the store. They seem too busy to help when you're the only customer in the store. But I would recommend it. Okay, that's good. So some people, they love it a lot here. Again, 5 stars, really awesome staff. Very friendly and helpful. Jimmie, I think that is how she spells her name, Ginni, is especially nice and friendly. Highly recommend Palm Beach Tan. They love it. Okay, Travis, not quite the same.
Trav had a bad time.
1 star for Travis. He had a hot date that night. He wanted to get a good glow and just didn't work out.
Or he paid a lot of money and his wife came back even whiter.
Yeah, he was like, what happened to you? I said Rihanna, not fucking, You guys need to do better. It's been almost 2 months since I've mentioned to multiple associates that the Monterey spray for the Versa machine has not been spraying at all.
Oh.
For Christ's sake, get your head out of your asses and realize that
trying to look like a guy from Monterey.
The Monterey spray for the Versa. So this guy goes, it's been almost 2 months, and so he's been in there multiple times, and the sprayer's not working. He gets a lot of spray tans, which makes me think Travis is an asshole, and I don't care about his review.
I want the Monterey. I keep having to get the San Juan. It's too dark.
Men who spray tan, unless you're, I don't know, a professional bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Or that's it, pretty much. You don't need a spray tan if you're a man.
If you're a wrestler and it's in your gimmick, get after it. After that, stop it.
Yeah, like if your name is like, Beach Bobby something, then get it, go. But otherwise, don't worry about it.
His name is the Surfing Bird.
Surfing Bird. Get your goddamn shit. All assured me it was working prior to me wasting my time. I don't know what that means. No quality checks or assurance? Question mark. Now you're out of Catalina spray too? For fuck's sake! I need to get a California city named tan right now. What is wrong with this place?
All they have is the Del Mar. This is bullshit.
Fuck! I don't want the La Jolla, you cunt. Fuck you! Ginny, I swear to God, I'll give you the back of my fucking hand. Don't you take another step near me. With the Malibu. I will not have it.
Ginny Oceanside's running out, too.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Oh, Travis. I don't like you at all, sir.
What a dick.
What a fucking dildo Travis is. His nickname is the Accommodator, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's a chin dong. Chin dildo himself. Disappointed.
I don't like you, Travis.
Disappointed and underwhelmed.
Yeah.
They did respond.
So's your wife.
Yeah, she's underwhelmed with your attitude as well. And your penis, Travis.
Yeah.
Travis, thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Oh, you got to reply.
We're so sorry that you were disappointed in our salon, and we'd like to speak to you to discuss the experience if you're willing. Please send us an email with your full name, phone number, and a link to the review, and we'll have somebody reach out to you ASAP. You don't want to fuck up. Okay, 1 star again. Here we go. Here's Brooke now. Brooke, I have had a horrible experience with this place.
Okay.
All right. Not only were they unclear with all of their rules from the start.
Oh?
I thought you rent the room out and you can do whatever you want in there. Turns out, not allowed to do a YouTube cooking show in there. They said no. It's weird. I set my stuff up. I was very disappointed.
Not allowed to film an OnlyFans clip.
Not allowed to do that. Not allowed to film a gangbang in there, which I thought would be the perfect room for it. It's got the palm trees up and everything.
It's got a nice light bed. You can see.
I was directing.
The light is nice.
I was directing a film. You know, that's what it is. It was a film. It's a real film. You know,
you're gonna get a lot of pub for this.
I think it is. The lady in it is Meryl Streep's niece. So here we go. Not only were they unclear with the rules, but the staff is very condescending when you are unaware and not willing to help at all. Hated every experience I had. Definitely do not recommend.
Okay.
My goodness. Okay. Here's another person here. 1 star, and it's a mouthful. Here we go.
Yeah.
They have a lot to say. This is Fancy Joker is the person. Okay. Critical, it says cleanliness, professionalism, quality, and value. I'm upset with all of it.
All those are a problem. Yeah.
I have been coming to this location for years, all capital letters. Years.
Okay. Yeah.
And now, since they have hired new people, I've been getting very rude, all capital letters, service. Yeah. Emily is the manager, and she was so extreme with 6 O's. Extremely rude to me about my account because of a mistake they made on their end. When they froze my account, they did not downgrade me. So when I unfroze, I was charged an excessive amount when I clearly stated that I wouldn't be tanning anymore because of the UVB rays and learning more about them.
Okay. She did research on tanning and realized it's bad.
And realized, oh my God, this is terrible for you. Weird.
I've been doing this for years.
Which then when she froze my account, she left me at a diamond when I clearly stated that I would try the spray tan, and if it didn't work, then I would cancel completely. I wanted to unfreeze, and they still charged me for the price of the tanning bed diamond membership, which is outrageous to me as a customer who had spent thousands of dollars in this location for them, all caps, not to correct their error. Not mine.
Right.
Okay. Emily clearly heard me state I would never use the tanning beds again, and now, after speaking with her today, she refuses to make things right. Emily, you bitch. This is...
How could you?
How could you? So my hand is forced to leave this review because I'm just surprised that I would receive this type of service after spending several $1,000s here. You should have your fucking head examined if you spent several $1,000s tanning. I want you to talk to the guy who said I should just give the remainder to the homeless people and the hungry people because you have too much money if you're spending thousands of dollars on tanning. Holy shit. Will never return or spend money here ever again in my life.
Oh.
Wow, that was some shit. This is a very short review, total opposite. 2 stars from Katrin. There's a lot going on in there. Too much cheating.
Oh.
Cheating what?
That is the most...
The books?
That is
people
the most
fucking in
cryptic
shit?
Yeah.
Is it like hot swinging times in the tanning beds? Like, oh, don't go in the Monterey room. It's,
She's in there blowing Travis
it's
in
wild.
apology.
Yeah. Travis is in there getting railed by Henry. You don't want to go in there. don't know what's going on here. Wow, that is something. Okay, now 1 star. Mm-hmm. Okay, was going to check it out, but all the parking spots were full.
Oh,
it's a high traffic area.
What do you want me to do? It's on Peachtree.
It's almost like they're busy, and Atlanta's got every goddamn area in Atlanta is a high traffic area. Have you ever been there? It's all traffic.
Fuck.
That's all it is. It's just
walking
traffic.
Down the street for 2 blocks, I almost saw like 8 car crashes. It's crazy.
The only good part is economically it works out because you don't need to buy or rent anywhere to live because you're just in your car the whole time anyway. So when you leave work, just go take a loop around the city. It'll take you that long to get back to work, and you're good. That's it.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
a day or night. Just traffic constantly. It never stops.
Sleep in a mall parking lot because there's like 47,000 malls there. Just sleep in a mall parking lot and you're okay.
Yeah, they got malls across the street from malls. I've never seen that before.
No, who the fuck has?
Full-ass 3-story mall directly across the street from a full-ass 3-story mall.
It's the weirdest shit ever. I don't understand that. It's all over the place, too.
Yeah.
I've stayed at like 6 different hotels there, all across the street from a mall, and none of them are near each other. So I don't know how it's possible, but it's possible. So all I know now is we're thirsty.
Oh.
We went to the ball game. We've been tanning. I assume if you're in a tanning booth, you're probably sweating under those lights.
Those UVB rays suck it out of you, James.
Come out.
You got nothing.
Replenish myself. So what am I going to replenish myself with?
Yeah.
Let's do something old-fashioned and we're going to find reviews of just the plainest beer we can find. We need a nice beer.
Great.
Let's find out how people review beer. Okay, domestic shitty beer. MGD, Miller Genuine Draft.
One of the worst. It's
Doesn't
terrific.
get more basic than that. When you get that, you go, well, I guess I'd like to be drunk, and I don't mind having a headache in 5 hours. Fine.
This is all they had.
Well,
here we go.
Let's loosen up everything in my stomach. Sounds good. All right.
That Black Label, it does look badass.
It does. It looks cool. And then you drink and you go, Jesus, what is in
God.
this?
Am I now a badass?
Ugh. This is from beeradvocate.com.
Oh, okay.
Where they have all reviews of all beers, including craft beers and even regular beers. So this person gave it 4.83 out of 5. MGD.
Holy shit.
Yeah. This is a good, smooth-tasting traditional lager for a backyard barbecue or sitting by the pool on a hot summer day. What is this, a J. Crew catalog ad? What the fuck are you doing? If you're looking for something, quote, crafty, then look elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, because craft beer isn't $7 a case. That's how you can tell what kind of beer it is.
I gave the man $7 at the register, and he gave me $3 and change.
And
back.
change and a case of beer. And a koozie, just to throw it in. Wow.
Come with it today.
But if you're looking for a good lager at a decent price, then MGD is the beer you want. I've been drinking it since the 80s. Okay, there's the answer right there.
There it is.
Yeah. Their taste buds are destroyed.
Reminds me of Bon Jovi.
Exactly. And I haven't found a mass-produced beer that's better. Okay.
Really?
2.68 out of 5, the next person. So middle of the road. Look. Not like, look, motherfucker. Look like I'm going to talk about the look of the beer. He's going to break this down into sections. It's MGD.
Okay. Yeah. They've got a NASCAR. It's not good beer.
Aftertaste, you get drunk. That's it.
Yeah.
I suggest it with like hot dogs or burgers or something with like a mustard on it that can really take the taste out of your mouth.
You need something potent and strong that you're comparing it with.
So clear golden yellow with 1.5 fingers of white head that dissipates quickly. Sir, you are doing this to the wrong beer.
Don't you dare.
Are you getting craft beer fancy with talking about fingers of head? Are you joking?
The man drinking this works on his Winnebago on Thursdays. Don't.
There's dive bars that have cans of this for 75 cents right now.
And they don't even, they throw it to you.
Yeah.
Don't you
There you
dare
go.
with the fingers of head.
They open it and throw it to you. There you go.
And they say, heads up.
Heads up. Subtle hints of smell. Subtle hints of wheat.
Okay.
Not much aroma.
No.
No.
It's almost water.
That's right. Taste. Clean lager flavor with hints of corn.
Piss.
It tastes like piss. Who can discern the individual tastes in a Miller Genuine Draft?
This is unbelievable.
Like it's a $500 bottle of wine. It's a can of piss.
It's $1.98 for a 40 ounce, man.
What do you want?
It's served in 40 ounces.
Oh.
It's not good beer.
And quarts and every other denomination. Jesus. Feel. Light-bodied with moderate carbonation.
I would say dizzy, but all right.
Oh, yeah, I feel a little tipsy and dizzy and kind of nauseous, too. Overall, drinkable but nothing special. This is a passable beer if you're a college kid or with a very limited budget.
Okay.
You've just described it. You could have just said that. This is fine if you're a college kid or you don't have a lot of money. Drink this beer. We get what that means.
If you have to find someone of age to buy it for you, it's fine. Or if you just hate your ex-wife and you're trying to punish yourself, that's a good beer for it, too.
Also fine. Okay, so 1.29 out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay, this person is an asshole. Let's just say that. Okay. Quote, pretty sure I won't like this, ... Well, thanks then for doing this for us. But hey, I really want to reach 400 reviews on Beer Advocate, so let's give it a go.
Okay.
At least they're honest.
Yeah.
Contains corn syrup. As it's American, this is probably genetically modified. Everything in America has corn syrup in it. I mean, the cigarettes have corn syrup in it. It doesn't matter.
And it's mass produced, so it's probably genetically modified.
I assume. Oh, well, I had a shit day and really needed a beer, so fuck it. You just said that's the motto of Miller Genuine Draft.
It's the magic words.
I think it's on the can.
It's like In-N-Out has the Psalms on the bottom. Yeah. I think that's what it is.
You've had a really shit day and really need a beer, so fuck it. I think it says, oh, well, you've had a shit day and really need a bear, so fuck it. That's right around the bottom, right? I thought so anyway. Yes. I could be wrong. I haven't drank it in a while. But but it's brewed in the Czech Republic, so hopefully not. Who knows? Okay. Quite a pale color. Light head. Again. Yeah. Aroma is unexciting and pale like the appearance. Not that pale is an aroma, but it still describes it perfectly. Slightly ricey and corny. Okay. Which neither of those are.
It's shit beer, man.
Shit beer. You just described a pile of shit. Can of piss, as we've previously stated. Yeah. Taste is kind of okay in terms of the hops. It's kind of sweet with the corn syrup prominent. A little bit of soggy cornflake taste.
How dare you?
Jesus Christ.
I'm so upset. I can't believe anybody would ever take these beers serious enough to review them.
The taste you worry about?
Yeah, no.
Does it have alcohol in it? There you go. You win.
Yeah, done.
You won. That's it. So hops are quite interesting and different from most German, Czech, Polish, Romanian, Dutch, Mexican, and Belgian Pilsners. Yeah. But for me, there's too much. There is much too much corny sweetness. I wouldn't want to drink a lot of these, even though it's easy drinking. It's not crisp enough or dry enough to work as a refreshing session beer, in my opinion. Session beer?
What's a session?
I don't know. With a little bit less corn syrup and more hops and a little more alcohol, it could be okay. Feel is watery with little complexity in the hops and corn syrup. Definitely not great. I prefer a budget Lidl or Aldi Pilsner over this, and I'm definitely not a fan of the corn syrup. Better than some, but not something I would ever buy or order again unless there was no choice.
Better than what?
Yeah.
What exactly is it better? It's bottom tier beer.
It's bottom tier shit. It's better than
garbage.
Meisterbrow.
Yeah. Right.
It's better, you know what I mean? It's better than those.
It's better than drinking the mat after all the beers have been poured. That's all.
Mostly just going to taste like that anyway because it's MGD crap that no one cared about. They threw it to people while it was open.
It's awful.
And then this person, 4.48 out of 5.
Oh, it did exactly what they wanted it to do.
This is so funny. Some of you guys need to chill a bit. Thank you. That's the best review we've had. Listen, fucking relax. It's MGD.
Well done.
This isn't 2013 anymore. It's just beer. In other words, stop. Your crafty IPA bullshit we don't need to hear it anymore. We're done with you. With your stupid fucking, hat. They all have a weird hat in 2013. Yeah.
I like this one because it goes with this. And try it with some fucking flatbread. Fuck you. I'm trying to get drunk.
Fuck you and your plaid fedora, you douchebag. A pretty decent one at that. I've been there and back again in the craft beer world over the years. Hell, I almost started up my own farmhouse brewery.
Is that right?
I almost. What does that mean?
I almost made a mistake.
I almost fucking tried out for the Yankees. What the hell does that mean? I almost did this.
I almost pissed away all of my wife and I's savings.
Yeah, almost. Dodged a bullet there. Almost got divorced. The only thing that stopped me was risk aversion and a total lack of business sense or know-how as far as how to raise capital. You know, all the things that you need for business.
Capital.
This is a beer that reminds you of old times, of Dad and Grandpa letting you take a sip of beer as a kid in the late 80s and early 90s. Yeah, you can't get those kinds of moments back, but you can remind yourself of them through food and drink. Everyone dies someday. Did you ever think...
Jesus Christ, this took a turn.
Did you ever think at the beginning of an MGD commercial it goes, everybody just needs to chill the fuck out, brah? They would end up at some point going, everyone dies someday by the third paragraph. I didn't. The second paragraph. Everyone dies someday, but corporations are forever.
What the fuck?
So you can always have your MGD. It's a mass-produced of a giant corporation hell-bent on dominating the market and crushing craft beer at all costs. Or is it all that? Yes. But is it damn good, too? Yes.
Okay.
Bread, water, salt, yeast, and light hops. Classic and filling.
Yeah.
Holy balls, Jesus Christ. So there is that one.
With corn syrup.
And now let's find out Corona quickly.
All right.
Corona, because Corona
I love it.
And it is the world's most popular beer. So people listening around the world.
Is that right?
Absolutely. If you watch TV shows, too, from like overseas even, everyone's got a fucking Corona. Even in Ireland, they're at a fucking Irish bar in this reality show, and they're all drinking Coronas. And I'm like, you're in fucking Ireland. What are you doing? It's crazy. So Corona, here we go. Here's one review of it. Overall, this isn't as bad without lime as I was expecting.
No, it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's good beer. It's been much better than Premier. The Premier.
Yes.
Corona
that
Premier.
shit is terrible.
Beer advocate reviewing seriously need to wake up, as this actually has a much lower score, meaning this has a lower score than the Premier, which is better. As a light beer, this is actually okay. I'm just confused why they decided to create even lighter beers. I feel like if they created another one, I would hover.
What?
The fuck does that mean? Maybe if I go to Mexico and live in temperatures each day of 40 degrees centigrade and sweat about mafia murdering me because of giving bad reviews to Corona Premier, I would also like a Corona Premier? Maybe.
This went incredibly racist for no reason.
It went down a conspiracy theory hole of there's only positive reviews of Corona Premier because there's people in Mexico sitting there sweating and scared that the mafia will come kill them if they leave a bad review of Corona Premier.
And is Corona owned by? Is that a Mexican-owned company?
I don't even know if
I'm sure it's owned by Modelo.
Yeah, which it's some conglomerate now.
That may be owned in America.
I'm sure it's owned by Coors or some shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Who the fuck knows? So here's 2.33 stars out of 5. Gets a 5 for look in the bottle. It does look like a cool bottle.
It looks great.
Or a 1.25 out of the bottle. Okay, so in the bottle looks good. Beer's not great out of the bottle. Okay, it's an amazing design, and the font is unbelievable. This has nothing to do with the beer.
Drink, sir.
This time I drink out of the bottle, so it gets a 5. Re-reviewing after just drinking a Corona Premier to compare, that is probably the worst beer I've ever had.
Yes,
I do like the bottle design and the Stegosauruses. However, I am reviewing the beer, not the artwork. But yet you've mentioned it twice.
Yeah,
you've mentioned it there, and rather pale color, similar to most beers from Mexico. Aroma is almost nothing with a little lime. There you go, and there is no lime or lemon added. Now you put it in yourself. The aroma is a little better than the Premier version. Taste is so light, I'm completely confused as to why there is also a light version and a Premier version that are even lighter. Hops. Yeah, it's all.
The Premier's disgusting. I'll tell you that. It's so gross. I don't like it at all.
Hops are mega subtle, but they work well with the lightness. This is much better than the Premier version. In hot weather, I guess this is kind of good and refreshing. Mouthfeel is okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like a review of something else. For sure. For absolute sure.
Did you drink this in Tijuana, man?
Yeah. Then he goes on to say, the mouthfeel is the best thing about this.
Okay.
Wow. And the worst thing about the premiere version. Holy shit. So then somebody says that this beer reminds me of every dad's refrigerator in the early 2000s. Or Jimmie's now. It seemed like whenever I go to a buddy's house, this was the beer in their dad's fridge. So I think of that more than I do the cheesy beach commercials. Yeah. That's fucking funny. I could
give a fuck about the celebrities, too.
He says it tastes bitter and is not a fun beer in any kind of way. Does it get you drunk? That's what beer is fun about, not the drinking part of, hey, look at this. Woo! No, it's the drunk part that gets you. 2 out of 5. So there we go. There is Corona and all that stuff. And so watch out where you go. Stay away from, watch where you buy your cars, where you stay at your
Corona
hotels. Don't drink Corona Premier. And if you enjoy this, definitely follow. There's a Facebook group now or a page there.
So
and
awesome.
So you can
Thank
follow.
you guys.
Do that. Tell all your friends. Post on social media. It's a new show, so we're trying to spread it. And if you like this show, listen to our other podcasts, Crime and Sports and Small Town Murder, which are pretty self-explanatory in the title. So from us, thank you so much. Way more bullshit coming at you next week. We cannot wait. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good one.
I'll see you next time. Bye.